This is the Tier 10 German Super Heavy, one to reign above them all, the Mouse. It's a vehicle that features the most hit points in the game. It has a very solid chunk of damage at 460, and features very dangerous damage per minute. When you pair all of these things together, it makes an incredibly dangerous tank. But that's not to say it doesn't have downsides. It is the slowest Tier 10 in the game, only reaching a top speed of 25. And while its armor is good, I wouldn't say it's the best, not even by far. Vehicles like the Type 71, IS-7, and most hull-down heavies like the E5, 60TB, AMX M4 are going to get more bounces when used in proper positions, rather than a Mouse who's not really able to go hull down. In fact, I'd say the Mouse is better on flat ground than it is in a hull down position. So we'll see how the vehicle performs. I would say the most hated thing in my experience when it comes to this vehicle is the accuracy. It has 0.36 dispersion, for a gun that really shouldn't have 0.36 dispersion. Its on movement is very bad. It's not an accurate vehicle. Kind of reminds me of actually the Badger, which we have next to us in the terms of just you shoot and hope that it hits. But obviously with 3,300 hit points, we can take a lot of shells back while still pumping out the damage into our opponents. And while the vehicle does only go 25, thankfully it has a decent power to weight, which allows it to at least stay at 25 in most situations. Now, because our vehicle's so large, I hate crossing this, because if players are smart, they'll sit right there and they'll bonk me in the opening. However, that appears to not have been the case. We got the Caro in front of us. We got the Patton off to the side, but haha, you didn't bonk me. Alright, let's find out what's going to happen here. The Caro bonks our Badger, and I'm just going to maneuver my way to the rear of the Caro. There you go, nice 399 shot. Unfortunately, our Badger has about the same brain cells as a Fig Newton. Alright, well, we're going to get, a bounce. That's really, really lame. Alright, I'm not worried about the BZ at all. Yeah, dude did 40 damage to us. That was never, ever going to be a problem. But yeah, that Caro literally killed a full health vehicle on our team in the first couple of seconds of this game, which is kind of insane. In fact, now we're down on Object 140. Oh yeah, can't wait to lose this battle. Alright, well, we got a stock WZ, which is going to do little to nothing to help us. And yeah, it's just awful, to be completely real. WZ is getting bonked, but I'm kind of hoping maybe we can get just some damage into one of these guys. Nope, still not. Yep, keep getting bonked, WZ. That's really going to help me. Oh, yeah. Skilled player. Very, very skilled. What a good team I was given here. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to be able to win this battle. Alright, well, we get a shell into the Caro. And we also got the grill off to our side. Not much I can really do about that. Basically, I have to deal with the fact that the grill's probably going to nuke me for the rest of this game. But at least we get a pen into the Caro, and he's dead. Now we're going to try and turn and deal with the grill while trying to not get hit by the BZ. So let's see if we can do that right now. Let's just push the grill. There you go. He does end up bouncing me. Not bad. The BZ is obviously a threat, but thankfully, we do feature pretty good DPM in this vehicle. Nice HE into his tank. We're going to back up, and he does bounce me again, but now we got the BZ on our rear. Thankfully, the BZ doesn't roll too hard, and we get another nice shot into the grill. All that I can really hope right now is that the grill bounces me, and he doesn't fire a gold round, which is a big L on his part, and we're going to finish him off. I seriously have no clue how we are winning this. I don't know how. But I think it's a good example of the Mouse's capabilities. I was going to shoot him in the hatch, but there's really no point to shoot this guy in the hatch. I don't really gain anything for it, so right now we're just going to wedge him into the wall. I mean, what's he going to do? Nothing. Bye-bye. Wow, that was a rather interesting game. Obviously, the opponents we fought were not the most skilled. If that grill had just loaded gold rounds, he probably could have penned my entire upper plate if he was running Cali. But he didn't load gold. He also didn't have small liner, so not very surprising. The Caro decided to drive out in the open and let me kill him. Well, actually, no, somebody else on our team killed the Caro. And the BZ-68, well, he couldn't pen me frontally, and Yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to say. I don't really know. That enemy team clearly was missing a little bit in the brain cell department, but so was our team. WZ-111 just sat in the open and died, and our Badger just YOLO'd and also died. So, I got the short end of the stick, but I guess so did the enemy team. Alright, well, second battle, we got a VZ-55 up against us. We got a Conqueror, we got a T-10E4, and a Chieftain. So pretty dangerous vehicles. I think that's the same BZ we just had against us, which is a little unfortunate if it is. Clearly that player was not that effective. Thankfully, Desert Sands is a pretty small map, and it's one that you can do pretty good things with your heavy tank in. So I'm kind of hoping that we can get a Buggeroony. Got the Chieftain off to the side, and we're just going to aim it on that Chieftain really, really quick. Aiming, aiming. He bounces me. We got some sort of HE shell, and, I mean, it's not really the end of the world. It doesn't do too much, but still a little annoying. What am I looking at here? Like, T-54 shoots at me. Got a nice shot for 460. Somehow we're still being hit by an HE shell. Okay. Interesting. That's really all that my brain can work out to say right now is interesting. Alright, well... Oh, now we got the Leopard off to the side. I'm not really worried about that Leopard, though. I wonder if that Chieftain is still sitting over here. Let's see, is he? Yes, he is. Well, there you go. Nice 428. It's the Grill who's shooting high explosive shells at me. Obviously, that doesn't really mean anything. Let's see. I'm just going to bonk the Grill. I mean, if dude wants to shoot HE at me, go ahead. You can pen me, too. We still got 2,000 hit points left. This is where driving the mouse feels just unstoppable. You have so much HP in this tank, and there you go. Nice 600 damage HE into the Grill. But you have so many hit points in this tank that it's almost impossible to actually just stop this tank from dominating. So we get a nice shot into the Chieftain, bringing him down to 1,000 health at this point. And as I said, the mouse is good DPM, so it's not like the vehicle's very easy to deal with. We get another shot into the Chieftain, and now I'm going to turn towards the VZ. We're not able to pen him with a high explosive shell, but as I did go over, this vehicle has pretty solid DPM, so we can still get a nice 485 roll. At this point, we are up to 3,600 damage, and it's obviously going to be a win. I mean, that's no doubt in my mind. Got the enemy Conqueror right in front. We're going to pen him with a 490 damage shot through his armor, and now we're just going to push him. I mean, what's he going to do? Even if he does pen me, and he did cut through my upper plate, it doesn't really... Oh, that was just a bad shot for me, I'll admit that. I could have aimed that a lot better, but who cares? I mean, the Conk's dead anyway. So we're going to push over towards the E4 really quick and get a nice free 400 damage shell into his vehicle. And let's see, we do get max rolled by you, but that's not really too much of a problem. We still had 1,300 health left. Yeah, the mouse is kind of an insane tank right now, to be real. I mean, it definitely has downsides, but 4,800 damage, and that was a pretty dang easy win, if I say so myself. Honestly, at this point, I just want to see how many games I can win in a row with the mouse. I mean, it could only be just one more game and we'll end up losing. We saw how hit or miss the teams are. So far, we have gotten lucky, and both of our teams have survived longer than the enemy team. To be fair, we got Desert Sands, and Desert Sands with a mouse, especially when the entire enemy team goes towards heavy side, is almost an instant win if you know what you're doing. You have so much HP, you have so much armor, and so much DPM in this vehicle that is very hard to counter. And we got, honestly, pretty lucky on Vineyards. That game could have very easily been a loss, but somehow we got saved by, I guess, luck. I mean, I don't really know what else that was. I thought we were losing the other side of the map. Our 140 or whatever we had died over there almost instantly, but seems like the rest of our team was able to pick it up, and we won. Speaking of Karos, I wonder if that is the same Karo up against us. Okay, well, our team is doing a split right now, but it appears that our team is making their way towards D more than they're going to go towards A. We are going to go low. I don't love going low, but I think for the size of this vehicle, It's probably better to go down low than it is to go up high. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ignore the base for now because I'm just going to send it. That's what you kind of do in a mouse. You just go full speed and hope that you can bleed out the enemy before they bleed you out. So we can see that our E5 has made some really bad plays. Instead of going up top to the hull down spot, he's decided to put it... good example of the mouse gun there being pretty bad. The gun's good, definitely has moments where it feels great, but it also has moments where it doesn't feel great, and that was a pretty good example right there. Okay, well, we got the enemy type aiming, and again, not really doing what I want it to. We also got a 50B rolling off behind. Okay, let's put on our adrenaline. There you go, first pen of the game. Now our concept is YOLOing in. We got an AMX 50B off to the side. And kind of hoping that we can bonk this 50B. Let's see. And... oh, the HE went low. That's really, really sad. This is a loss. I'm already almost 100% confident on this. I could be wrong. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get super lucky. I'm going to track the 50B so he can't back up. And hopefully our team's going to be able to nuke him. But yeah, this is not looking good right now. Our team is just YOLOing in, and they're killing themselves over and over and over. This 50B is going to run. We're going to get a shell in, and the Badger clears him. So at least that's good. We have cleared one of their tier 10s. We got the 263 off to the side. We also got the Super Conch and the Type 71. Oh, and that's a Yag Panzer. Not exactly what I want to fight, but the Yag did bounce us, so we're able to get a nice pen into his vehicle. But it's a pretty dire situation right now. Our IS-4 is just killing himself for literally no reason. So great job, I guess. We got the 57 Heavy now in front. Tried to track him, but we missed the shot. Yeah, this is a loss. I mean, our team is clearly oblivious, and they don't know what they're doing. We're going to aim in on the 57, though, and there you go, another nice bonk. We got an HE shell from the Yag, which is all right. We got a bounce from the 263. We're going to aim it on his lower plate, and there you go. Nice 470. But we're getting penned back, and that's obviously not what we want, and yeah, that's actually not good at all. Alright, well, we get a nice pen out, but we're getting bonked pretty hard at this point. Let's just back on up. Oh, but man, now we got the Caro on our side as well. That's not what I want. Gonna say that. Oh, we got lit on fire. Not very fun. But hey, at least we killed the 57 Heavies, so we got that going for us. Let's bonk the Skonk in the lower plate. Nice. Yeah. I mean, that's about what I expected. As I said, the mouse is great. Like, you will get games where you're... I wanted to ram him so bad. But you'll get games where the mouse is able to hold like an absolute beast. And we did hold like a beast there. But at the same time, it's not a tank that can deal with morons. I mean, that's really the best word to describe the team we just had. We did 4,500 damage, blocked 3,500. We basically held just an absolute line of opponents. But when you have an E5 and a 183, do 0 and just YOLO in when they could sit and they could hold, there's not much you're going to be able to do about that. I mean, that 263 literally just farmed and farmed and farmed every single player on my team. So, oh well. I really like the mouse. I think it's a great tank currently. It's actually the highest win rate vehicle, and it won't surprise me if it gets nerfed. But it definitely has some really good capabilities. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this vehicle, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.